Um, Hope that everybody can hear me okay. Facebook, can you hear me okay? YouTube, whenever you finally get live, let me know when you can hear me okay. You know, YouTube lags a little bit, so gotta wait for them to catch up. Hope everybody's been doing well. If Ronnie, I see your comment. If you say April because that's spring break in Miami, then yes, you will absolutely see me here. You will see me everywhere. What's going on, Mayor Zachi on Twitter? Zanga Zate on YouTube. What's going on, everybody? No, Jeff, you have not missed it. No worries. We give about 2 people to come and join in. Or 2 minutes, 2 people. Okay, we're gonna give it 2 minutes for people to just join in really fast. Just to let you all know, like 5 minutes after I get done with this live stream, I am going to discuss the Jordan Sheraton situation. I have been trying, actually really very, very hard to avoid it. I tried to avoid it because, well, this whole situation kind of pisses me off. One, not even, it's crazy because yes, I feel very, very bad for Carly and other people that have been affected by the guy. But what I mostly get really infuriated by is the reactions. Oh, excuse me. The reactions by some of his loyalists. Oh, they can hear me, but they can't see me. Ooh, ha! Give me a second, YouTube. My bad. Over here rushing. I just got home from work, so. But so yes, YouTube, you should be able to see me now. I'm correcting everything so you can see me clearly. But yeah, so make sure you stick around after the show because I'm going to give some scope just so that people can understand why I think that if you're defending Jordan Sheraton, you're full of fucking shit, and I'm judging you. I'm judging where you're at morally. I'm judging, you know, your judgment of character. I got questions for you. I could really care less how you feel about it, and that's just who I am. So, with that being said, I think YouTube, we should be up and running now. With Facebook, we're good to go. Great. Twitter, how we looking? I think we're looking good. Says we're looking good. Unless somebody tells me otherwise, I'm gonna assume we're all good. So let's go with the positives right now. We are in the midst of a pretty weird situation, and it's unfortunately a situation that we've constantly found ourselves in as progressives, and even the right really is experiencing a lot of this right now. We're in an era where you know, party lines are blurred. Journalism is being seen as very, you know, the fourth estate, right? The fourth estate has a role to be objective. They have a role in being, you know, responsible when it comes to information. They have a role, you know, not every journalist is an analysis, or not every journalist is an analyst, which is, it's okay. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, some people are just reporters, and that's fine. They have their role, just like analysts have our role, etc., etc. But we're entering into this realm where I never thought that I would take a back seat and I can, you know, kind of go into cruise control. I never thought that. But I at least thought that, okay, while I'm trying to get my life together from the election, because obviously, as you know, it was a hell of a roller coaster. Loved every minute of it. Don't get me wrong. But it was a roller coaster. So I was trying to get my life back together. And, you know, I'm a young guy. You know what I'm saying? It's important for me to start building a foundation for my family. You know, being that I'm the only one that's gone to a 4-year university, being that, you know, I'm the oldest sibling, you know, I'm son of a single mother. So, you know, I put that on me. Nobody else has done it. I've done so myself. And so I started getting into the mode of I have to take care of my family now. I put America first for a long time, but but I have to take care of my family. But you know, now that my brother's he's situated, and I'm glad. He was going through some rough times. You know, my mom's doing very well for herself. My sister doing very well for herself. I'm finally situated into my apartment in South Florida. You know, my job is doing well, and it was a lot of good stuff has been happening. And so, but because of that, I've been conflicted. 'Cause I've been, obviously, you know, I'm training 'cause I want to be a financial advisor. I want to help people, you know, like us, you know, the middle class of people who get left behind. I want to help us learn how to invest. I want to help us learn how to spend our money wisely and things like that. And that's something I still am planning on doing. But one of the biggest things that, and not one of the biggest thing that I want to do is just pursue progressivism in all of its forms. And one of the main forms of progressivism for me personally is journalism, video journalism, and then I will get back into writing as well. So that's very, very important to me. But the biggest issue has always been, you know, journalism hasn't always been profitable, you know. if ever, you know, most of the time I'm going in debt doing it. And even though we have not reached the goal on Patreon of $2,000 a month, I would like to announce to you all that I will be going back into journalism full time. I'm going to go to my current job that I'm doing part time, and kindly enough, all my superiors are very, very, very progressive, and they're very, very supportive of what I try to do. Now, I try to keep my profile low when I'm at work. Nobody for a long time knew what I did or who I was or anything like that. And I did that on purpose because you never know who you're working around. You don't want people to take it offensively, you know, take your opinions offensively and things like that. However, you know, I was very honest and upfront with them, and I feel like this was an opportunity to, you know, to see what would happen. And they were extremely supportive. And I sat down with them and I talked to them about, I said, hey man, I really have to do this. This is extremely important to me. You know, there's a lot going on in the progressive movement. A lot of people are losing hope. They're losing faith. We're being splintered off. Misinformation is being given out. I see a lot of anger with not enough facts. I see a lot of analysis, you know, and I see a lot of mutiny and a lot less unity. And one thing I can say is that for the most part, the progressive movement can unify around facts and somebody who's just objective. And I've always prided myself on that. So about starting the week of December the 10th, which is about the second week of December, I will be going back into journalism full time. That means some of you are probably used to seeing about 4 to 5 videos out of me a day. You'll probably see closer to about 5 to 6 videos out of me a day, closer to the fifth, you know, probably 20 to 30 videos a week out of me covering different things. That means that we're going to go into having a weekly podcast as well as the normal radio show, the normal video show as well. You know, there's a lot of things that need to be covered, and I can't do, you know, what I want to do and the way I want to do it and bring you the quality that you all deserve in my research, you know, which I take a lot of pride in. And I can't bring you that quality if I'm having to stress about work and stress about money, and they understood that. And like I said, I can't really thank them enough for being so understanding. And they told me today, like, hey, guy, you know what, Niko, we totally understand. We greatly respect what you're doing. You know what? We'll figure it out. We can set you up at home, and you can work from there and do what you love to do full time. So, you know, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. It really is. I'm very, very thankful and very grateful for the opportunities that I've been given. And you know, like I said, even though we didn't reach our goal for Patreon yet, I have great faith that once we're consistent again and we're back to doing what we do daily, hourly, and things like that, that we are going to be back in the saddle and we're going to look good. We're going to be good. And I have all the faith in the world that our supporters will come through. We're going to expand the platforms. We're going to create a website, get that up and running. And I can't wait to bring you all more politics, more news, more analysis, more opinion, more fun. You know, just have us do whatever, you know, being able to do whatever I love doing and doing it with you all is important to me, and it means the world to me, seriously. You know, whenever I went however long without you know, without being able to do my live shows and things like that, it sucked. It sucked because you know, Facebook has been with me from the beginning, y'all. So I love Twitter and I love YouTube. Don't get me wrong, but Facebook has got my heart and soul. Not Mark Zuckerberg. Hate that fool. He be trying to screw me. But Facebook, my Facebook fan base has been there from the very, very beginning. Has always been very supportive of me. That's where a lot of my family and my friends are, who are constantly commenting on my videos, sharing my videos, helping to spread the word about the things that we talk about, even if they're not necessarily into politics or they weren't before. Facebook has always kind of been there. And whenever I could not talk to them and get online all the time and do my live streams, I felt it. Like I did not like not being able to communicate whenever something crazy was happening in politics and being able to have that dialogue with you. And I realized, like, yo, this is a much bigger part of me. You know, as much as you all are getting a service out of myself, just from the analysis and research and things like that, this is like therapy for me as well. And so I really appreciate you all taking the time to always setting aside your valuable time to listen to what I have to say, you know, and allowing me to speak as freely and be myself, and still appreciating what I have to say for the content, versus, you know, trying to, oh, I don't know if I should listen to that guy, he's young, because that happens, things like that. But I don't know if I should listen to that guy, he's black. I don't know if these type of things are real reactions that people do viscerally. But most of you all have learned how to look past the exterior, you know, and love me for who I am and the content that I put out, and I greatly appreciate that. And so I think the best way to show, and I thought the best way to show that I appreciate that, is bringing you all 100% of myself, bringing you all the quality you all deserve, bringing you all the quality research that you all deserve. And the reason that a lot of you started watching me to begin with, it's fun. It's fun as it's going to be, and as fun as it has been. I want to get back to doing what I love doing, which is bringing you the quality analysis and facts that other people haven't taken into consideration, tying those things together and having you all be able to go forward with that and educating others with that information. So with that being said, I greatly appreciate it. If you have not, please donate to the One Follow $1 campaign. We still have the goal of $2,000 a month before January, just so I can do this comfortably. Because like I said, I'm going out on the limb here. It's not like I'm about to be like, you know, it's not happening the way people probably think it's happening. Nope, I'm still, you know, I'm not rich off of journalism or anything like that. This is just something that I feel like I had to do because, well, I love doing this. I want to be able to get out in the field again and go to all the meetings and, you know, interview progressive candidates and travel the country and bring you all the news that you deserve, and hopefully, you know, put my own spin on it, right? So with that being said, greatly appreciate all the love. Hey, I'm going to take a 5-minute break. I'm gonna get some more food because I'm hungry. I've been at work all day. Then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about Jordan Sheraton, because I know some of you have been waiting for that. So yeah, it's about to get real. So please be patient. Don't go anywhere. Well, go somewhere. Go get a little gargle of water. Do whatever you got to do. Put the kiddies to bed, because it's about to get real. I'm going to drop some real life knowledge out here. Some exclusive stuff from a former. I know I hate reminding myself this, but I did used to work for Jordan with Truth Against the Machine, and I hope that this time when I tell the story again, people will listen. I had a lot of people listen before, but a lot of people clearly have not listened, and so I'm going to not only tell that story from the perspective of myself, but also I want to help you all understand how the story of myself ties in to everybody else's story and all the other stories that you've been hearing. So please be patient. Give me about 5 minutes. I'm gonna get another bite of pizza. Is that cool? All right, cool. I'm gonna drink some soda, and then we're gonna get started on the story of the week. Okay. All right. Thank you all so much. Give me 5 minutes, and I'm gonna be right back. Facebook, don't go nowhere. Twitter, don't go nowhere. YouTube, don't go nowhere. I'll be right back.